What's up, yo? What's up, guys? How we doing? Welcome. Why can't I click on my album? Ah, there we go. Hey, how we doing? I hear... Can you see me? Hello? Oh, yeah, okay. Fire. Hello. What's up? It's Johnny O. My album just came out. Type shit. I'm reading chat. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to the album, and welcome to the stream. We could get active. We could. I have. It's connected to the backpack. We could really get active. Start walking around and shit. They're not really ready for that, but we could. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. My album is out, and it feels so strange. It's odd. I want to show you guys some stuff from the making of the album. Also, Canada just played their first World Cup game. Hell yeah. Let's go. We tied Bosnia. Let's go. I don't really know if that's good. I don't know a fucking thing about soccer. But Slow and Steady's goated. It's my favorite one. That and Get Me High. Thank you guys. Yo, you guys are gassing me up, chill. For real. Why did they gas me up? Manish on the beat. Shebang. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say actually. Let me try to find some stuff from when we were recording album. There's a couple of tunes that didn't make the album from the Montreal cuts. Let me look for some shit. You guys want to see my golf swing really quick? I'll show you that first. Alright, where we at? Where's my swing? Is it in slow-mo? I haven't heard the... I'm still just standing there. Wait, hold up. That's funny, it's just this still. Okay, check me out. Ew. I want to watch the replay on Twitch. Ooh, that's a power, boy. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's fine. What can I show you that from making an album? This is the oh shoot day. Here's me and Tommy getting juiced up. Pack it in, are you 40? Stood like the Gruffalo. What the fuck? You hit it like a baseball? Well, it was a gorgeous pull cut, so whatever. Ooh, happy loving content. Mirror. Yeah, but honestly, I'm just so stoked. It's kind of hard to talk right now. I have a canker on my tongue, which fucking sucks. Canker sore. But yeah, it's really strange to have the album be out. It's been a long time. like there were so many iterations of this album. Like, let me try to find it. There was an album that was done. I think I posted album 80% done like a year and a half ago, and oh my god, most of the songs weren't even written. I might have deleted this folder, but I remember I was talking to this other artist, and we were just like sharing our like albums that were coming out and stuff. And it was when I was in I think we were in Santa Barbara, like so long ago. I want to see. No, I deleted it. Damn, it was on my computer for a long time, but yeah, there's just so many. I thought this album was gonna come out so many times before now, and it didn't because it wasn't good enough, and I knew that it wasn't. So, wet t-shirt of the O video, bad boy. That was the whole. I was gonna do that on the Today Show, but they were kind of strict. Yeah, we made it though. Holy fuck. This album has been in development for a long time. And there are so many people that have put so many hours into making this. Like Darian, obviously. Graphic design, we've had Andy McAlpine on the team since Temptation. I've been telling him about this project and what I thought and what I hoped it was gonna look like for the longest time, and he believed in it the whole way. Fucking Andrew Morey mixed the entire album. Katie at Becker Mastering mastered the entire album. Joe from Position snapped me up when I was talking to this other indie label, and I was gonna sign with them. Like Darian and I were really close to. I don't think you guys understand what, like, where we were at. Like, it was low-key kind of dark for a while, at least for me. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know if this album was ever gonna make it out. It was kind of a toss-up, like end of 2024. End of 2024, I was in kind of a rough place, and it felt like it was never gonna come out, and I guess like it was still gonna be a year and a half. And if you had told me that then, I'd be like, there's no fucking way that I'm gonna be able to make it that long. And like, fuck, man, it's a lot of work just to like maintain where you are. And even like over the last couple of years of trying to get this album out, like it's been a real challenge. Yeah, I mean, shout out honestly to Darian mostly for like, there was times where I would text her and be like, yo, I can't do anything for a couple days, like you're gonna have to like steer the ship, and like, just like going through it a little bit, whatever it was. I don't even, like there were these periods, and I haven't had one of these in a long time, where I just like, I could get out of like bed and shit like that, but like couldn't do much else. Just be like sitting on the couch, and that was kind of like all I could bring myself to do. Or I would go, oh fuck, man, there were times like I had anxiety I had like straight up agoraphobia for like a long time. Like, I don't know, it was just a really, really weird last few years trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself and my life. Like, I've been doing music since I was 8 years old. Didn't go to university. Like, this is all I do. So to leave the label, to leave management, to leave my agents, and like for the first, and like not work with writers really, it's just it was odd, you know. It's like I felt like I was I don't know, I don't want to like, sorry. Anyway, it was a long haul, and I couldn't be happier with where things are, and I love my team so much, and life is a lot better now. But yeah, it was tough for a while, man. Like, there was yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll wherever you're trying to go, in whether it's music or just work or whatever it is, like, I guess it really depends where you are and where you're trying to get to and like your situation. But like, yeah, sometimes it gets fucking dark, man, when damn, I didn't expect to like do this. I'm chilling. We're good. Anyway. We're good. We're dialed. Don't worry. I like this song.
I woke up in someone else's bed again. In my defense, my thoughts are incomplete today. The situation's getting sticky.
Yeah, I saw a comment saying, running a business for a couple years now, it's not easy when things are so unpredictable. Yeah, I guess that's it. Like, you know, you have to be an exceptionally strong person to be able to get through, like, when every sign is telling you to stop what you're doing and like try something else, to keep doing it. It's tough, man. Thank you guys for staying with me. It's a lot, man. I love you guys, man. Whew, fuck, man. Yeah, we're good. We're better now. So happy this is out. Like, I'm so proud of these songs. So proud of all these. Love you guys. You know, it's sensitive when JO2 promo is being nice. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it together. Yeah, I hope I can do this for a very long time. Love you guys. What song was the most difficult to produce? Let's see. Linger took the longest amount of time, probably. Shelf Life was funny though. That song stayed in demo form. It was the last song I finished. It was actually like kind of poetic, like or actually, I think it was Shelf Life and Bossa Nova on the same night, the last night before I moved out of my apartment where most of these were made. I recorded the vocals, the ending vocals for Shelf Life, this part. This part. Yeah, and then this that was inspired by Addison Rae. Which is so funny. I always liked how the ending of Diet Pepsi was halftime. Oh, actually, you know what? I hated it. And then I was listening with somebody else. And they were like, oh my god, this is my favorite part. It might have been Maddie. Oh my god, this is my favorite part when it goes halftime. Or like when it, I shouldn't say that. Like when it goes slow motion at the end. I was like, really? And then I was like, huh, it is kind of cool actually. It's kind of an interesting choice. So then I did it for Bossa Nova. Also, like, Johnny Bossa Nova was not supposed to be called Johnny Bossa Nova. That was like, we made that song and then Soren was like, all right, well, what do you want to call it? He's like saving the session, and I was like, just call it Johnny Bossa Nova. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, like for now, we can change it. And then we just never did. But I don't know, I think it's kind of a cool nod to Billy. Yeah, I mean, it was either that or like, I'll be alright. It's alright. No. Should I quit school now? Probably not. Why are you asking me? I didn't go to school. I don't have any I don't have any context. I don't even know what the fuck I was trying to say. Did I select 12 songs from a bunch of others? Or was it mostly 12 songs from the start? No, Kevin. It was like 2.5 years of writing and trying to figure out what kind of album I wanted it to be. And it kind of helps for me to have like a centerpiece of the album, or, and by that I kind of mean like a song that kind of bridges the other vibes together. So to me, that's kind of like Get Me High, because it's not that far off from a Charlotte, which isn't that far off from Linger, but it's also not that far off from Oh and Have Your Loving, and it's also not that far off from like Easy, which isn't that far off from Amelia, Shelf Life, Bossa Nova. Like, so it kind of, I kind of see it as like a bell curve, like that. Not even like, or like more of like a time, like a timeline like this, and Get Me High is in the middle, and then like it kind of strays farther from that sonic center on both sides. Like, but I think you can only have a certain amount of vibes on an album. Like, if I had put That's My Baby and Novice on this album, it would have been too much going on. Okay, stats analogy? Nah. Anyway. Yeah, Johnny Bossa Nova, not what you expected, but a good way to end the album. I agree. I think like I wanted for the track list goes Charlotte, Linger, like very poppy, very high energy. I just like the intro of Charlotte. I think that's such a cool way to start the album. And then it goes Charlotte, Linger, Heads Up, just pop bangers, and then Get Me High. Brings it into like a darker world, and then Oh, Have Your Loving, Easy, Slow and Steady, the crowd kind of stays there, and then it lightens up at Amelia, which is still kind of pop. Shelf Life brings you down a notch, and then Johnny Bossa Nova kind of like lulls you to sleep. That's kind of that's why I track listed it that way. It took a while. It took like a couple weeks to figure out the track list for me. I did it so many times. People asking for Deluxe when the album came out today. Yeah. Well, you guys will get it. You will. Lyrically, for Get Me High, or the vibe of the music, as it, like, for it being the center of things? Probably just the vibe of the music, like the sounds, the tempo, the feeling it gives me, I guess, mostly. I kind of see things as like their whole, from like a, hello? Oh, my headphones. I kind of see things, yeah, from like a kind of zoomed out view for songs. Maybe it's because I know. Maybe it's because I know the songs so well now. Why do I got ops in the chat? Who's being an op? Sha-la-la reminds me of the Little Mermaid. To me, I was thinking of the Counting Crows. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Wait, no, that's not the Counting Crows. La-di-da, la-di-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da. What song is that? Sha-la-la-la. There is a Counting Crows song that goes sha-la-la too. I forget. Oh yeah, Mr. Jones, that's what it is. Mr. Jones. Oh shit. Tell each other fairy tales. Stare at the beautiful woman. She's looking at you. She's looking at me in the spotlight. Run to the barrier. Everybody loves you. You can never be alone. Is it that one? Shut up. Oh, Brown Eyed Girl, yeah. But yeah, Mr. Jones does that too. Okay. Okay, we're happy now. We're good. We're not talking about sad shit no more. Maybe I'll get into it on like a podcast or something. Or like if you guys have questions, maybe it'll take me back to that dark place. Your Spotify, yeah, I'm not doing a show in London. I don't know what that is. Brown Eyed Girl, sha-la-la-la-la. Can I tell us a little bit more about what each song is about? I'm probably going to be giving you guys crumbs, to be honest. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll throw some bangers into a TikTok caption, but like, these, pretty much all of these songs are about real people. Like, it's not quite like every song is about someone new, but kind of. There are a few about, yeah. It's more just about a feeling, like each song kind of captures a specific feeling. Like Songs for Young Lovers for me is like, I got out of a relationship that was really, really, really bad for me. And I went fucking buck wild. Like I went a little crazy for a little bit. And I was going out all the time, just like, because I got into that relationship when I was 18 and it ended when I was 20. And that was like kind of immediately after post-COVID, I got into this relationship, and then like my first 2 years of like adult life, my parents weren't like checking on me anymore. I could kind of do whatever I wanted. Was in that relationship, and I don't know, maybe I'll get into it one day. It's kind of like old news now, and you know, she's a real person in her own world. I don't want to like fuck any of that up, but it was not, we were very young. It was bad for both of us, I think. She wasn't ready to date an artist. I shouldn't have been dating a regular gal that isn't able to date an artist. Like, it was kind of fucked. But anyway, that ended, and I was like, holy shit, I'm an adult. Just like 6 months after I got out of that relationship, I moved in with Shane, and then I was truly, like, well and truly on my own. Like, living by myself, living with my friend. I'm 21, like, I can do whatever I want. I have my car, I have a car, I have a place, like, and so I lived that life to its fullest, which was really fun, and I was writing the whole time. Yeah, it was sick. Like, I'm 21 years old, moved out for the first time, living with my friend, and or I guess 20. I was 20 years old, living with my friend. We're like going out, having fun, and then it gets old, like it does. You start to feel guilty about things, and like you start to, like, it's kind of like fun, and you feel like you're cool for a little bit, like when you're a 20-year-old. I'm like 23 now. It's not like I'm looking back 10 years, but I just like, I feel like I'm a very different person. So confused and like sad and like lonely at the time, that I was talking to like so many people at the same time, just to like fill up my day, I guess. I didn't really want to have a moment alone, because, then you have to think about what you're doing. So, yeah, I mean, I was just fucking around, and that's where a lot of this album came from. I would meet people that I thought were really interesting, and I'm very interested in. I like hearing people's life stories, and I think everyone comes from a very unique place. Like, not geographically, but like, everybody's parents are different, and everybody, I grew up in such a bubble in Canada, and then moved out here and had people looking over my shoulder all the time. Like, didn't really have a moment alone until I moved out, and I went crazy. Wrote this album, and it's like songs for young lovers. Like, I don't think there's a better title for it. Songs for young people that are trying to figure out who they are and what they want from, like, a partner and a job, and what they need for themselves to be happy and successful. So yeah. It shows me running back. Why does it do that? Oh. Hello? Why? It's delayed. Why does it do that? I'm back. Anyway, let me catch up on chat. Kevin with the deep cuts. I like your take on things. Yeah, Kevin, you're pretty spot on. I came from a family. My dad has done well. He's a lawyer. He came from not very much at all, and all of growing up was kind of like, you guys are gonna have to figure it out. Like, if you work your ass off and you're a good person, like, you'll do well. And that's simple enough to say, and he's right. But like, the mindset that it takes to make something for yourself without, like, industry connections in whatever industry you're in, is a mindset that leads to, and this is a quote from him, like periods of periods of obsession and periods of depression, and you kind of like flip-flop back and forth trying to like keep your output up creatively and like, you know, just grinding like the fun stuff and the stuff that you have to do. So like when we were little kids, my mom would be at home with us and he would be at whatever different law event it was every night trying to get referrals and stuff like that. Just like, you know, like there's nobody to fall back on. Like if, you know, if he doesn't get X amount of cases ingested into the firm per month or whatever it was, like we were gonna lose our house. So he fucking grinded, and things kind of didn't really calm down until I was a little bit older. I'm 5 years younger than Darian and 7 years younger than Maddie, so more of their childhood was like, kind of didn't really see him until and like, yeah. But you know, by the time I was kind of old enough to remember, things had calmed down. He was in a more stable place. But yeah, like growing up with my dad is very intense. He's like really nice when you meet him. You guys, a lot of you have met him at the shows and stuff like that. But yeah, he like instilled all of that into us. And you know, that's not to say like I have an incredible support system. Like, you know, if things don't work out in music, like I'll be okay. But you know, this is my entire life. It feels like if I don't do this, I'm gonna fucking die. I don't know how to do anything else. So that's so dramatic, but you know, that's what it feels like to me. And so yeah, there's a lot of pressure to perform and to do well. And it, like, I guess it was like in the couple of years when we were writing this and like not really putting much out and just being frustrated all the time. Nobody's fucking doing anything. Like, you know, we're hiring these people and we're firing these people, and like nothing is going according to plan. And I'm trying to write, and you do sessions where like 5 in a row just fucking suck and you're just not getting it. And you're like, God, what am I doing, man? Like, I should just like, I should move home. I should go to university. Like, why do I even think that I can do this? And I'm so grateful for my parents, my mom and my dad. They work so fucking hard at their own stuff and then on all of our stuff. You know, all they want is for their kids to do well and to be fulfilled. But yeah, like you know, it was crazy. 2020, when I was doing the Toronto, also when I was doing that tour with Sadie Jean, I think that was the Riot tour. I think it was the Riot tour. But it had been a while since I'd gone out. That's kind of when I was more aware that the situation with Universal and like just me being there and what they wanted me to do and what I wanted to do, like we were just, you know, not actively, like nobody was yelling at each other. They were always so nice to me and supportive and stuff. But I was kind of aware that it was no longer working and it's not what I wanted. And so we went on that tour, Sadie and I remember before the first show, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why do I think I can do this? Like, these songs aren't good enough, and I'm not good enough to like think that I can put on a tour and like I have Sadie here and like I don't know. I was so scared of the whole thing. And then when I was doing the Toronto is Famous and London is Famous shows, like I knew those shows were sold out and it was gonna be a great time, but like I just lost it, man. Like I lost all my juice. Felt like I had no sauce. My sauce was fucking in the wind, and I didn't know how to get it back. And like, man, it was crazy. Anyway, but we're here. We're good. And I'm so happy about this album, and I'm so stoked about those shows that I just played, and like, I don't know, I feel like my voice is the best that it's ever been. Obviously, I kind of fucked up every chorus of Happier Loving on the Today Show, which is so funny, man. It was so early. I slept for an hour and a half. We got to the hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning. We were still working. I wasn't able to get to bed until 2:45, and then Darian and I were up at 4:15 because we had to walk over to the Today Show at 4:45, and and then like I was warming up with my vocal coach. We did rehearsal, went back to the hotel, and then I tried to warm up, and I was like, oh my god, I sound terrible. This is so bad. This is so bad. And then like in the green room right before I went on TV for the Today Show, I was writing the song over and over again, and the only note that I couldn't get was the I ain't in no hurry, no. And I was like, fuck it, whatever, like I don't care if it sounds terrible. I know the verses are gonna be fine, like I'm just gonna perform, and if I don't hit the note, whatever, I don't give a fuck. All in all, like it went well. It went well, and it's like way more of a deal to me than it is to anybody else, but like the expectations that I have for myself in this cycle are like so ridiculously high that I want it to be perfect, and we've worked so fucking hard, man. Like I mean, I didn't really realize, sorry, this is also like a yapping. This is like a brain dump of everything that I've learned in the past like couple years. If you want to be an artist, this might be a good one to watch. Like, so I've been signed since I was 15, like I guess on and off, but I was signed from 15 to 20, basically 21. And then signed to position now, and like you just have to be so good. Everybody is so good. If you're not, like, for me, you guys can go and listen to like my voice when I was younger. Like I don't have that natural like vocal agility that some artists do. Like if you listen to Bieber when he was 12 and me when I was 12, like I'm not good enough. So I had to be good enough. I had to get good enough. And I feel like I'm just now there. I'm like good enough at writing to get my point across and have it still be a good song. And then like my voice is good enough that it sounds good live, and I can still move around and perform. Like I'm not just locked there, like focusing on my voice. So, yo, Lego dude, we're in some deep shit today. But anyway, these people are so good. Like you see like the Sabrina Carpenter thing and her whole project, and you're like, oh my god, like I love her. Like you love her because she is so good, and there is so much money behind that project, and there is so much thought and effort, and like there's advertising firms and branding firms and crisis PR and regular PR and digital marketing teams that are 50 people wide that are running fan accounts and everything. And like, that's who you're competing with at the highest level, and I want to be on the highest level. So yeah, like, her branding is incredible, the attention to detail is incredible, and she's disgustingly talented. So like, that's who you're competing with. And it's like, it's true, that's true for every industry. You know, you're competing with either you're competing with people who, like, their dad is like the fucking runs radio for all of America or some shit, or you're competing with just a fucking prodigy. And like, every artist basically is one of those two things, and you know, you have to try so hard to be the latter. Anyway, that's what this album cycle is. And I don't know, I hope this doesn't come off as like, woe is me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, like, everybody on my team is so incredible, and so, like, each person on the JO team is worth like 10 people on anybody else's team. Like, they're so good. They're so good. Joe, my A&R, is like, he was an artist before. He has great takes on music and visual, kind of like looks at everything from a high level there. I could go one by one. Like Garrett, who is, honestly, the titles change a lot, but he's like the fucking marketing and data wizard. Like, he's unbelievable at that. He's looking at things. He's running lyric accounts with Sutai, who's also amazing and on it. And we have Sasha now, who's great at video, and we have the two Lilies, both of whom are fucking incredible. Mikkel, who runs product management, just like kind of manages budget and like and things like that. I think that's what Mikkel does. Everybody does everything, and that's what you have to do when you have a smaller team. With Kristen, who's amazing. I'm forgetting people for sure. Tommy does all the videos. Darian, I mean, obviously, like, yo, if I didn't have Darian, it's kind of disgusting how many people it would take to replace one Darian. It's wild. Oh yeah, and of course I have you guys. JO2 promo. JO2 promo does the job of like probably 10 marketing people firing up 5 posts a day. Yeah, man, like, I feel like we're competitive now, and it feels really good to be able to say that. I think the music needs to be good. The music needs to be good, but you also have to have people that really believe in it. And, you know, Mark and Tyler, who run Position, are huge believers, and I'm so grateful to them for having me. I'm so grateful to everybody on my team. Like, this feels surreal. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Anyway, all in all, if you missed that half an hour rant, shit was hard. Now it's better. I wrote all these songs about interesting people that I've met, and I'm grateful for all of it, and for you guys for sticking along. Like, it's crazy to me that, man, I love you, Joe. Yeah, I'm grateful for you guys for like dealing with crumbs for so long. And you know, now you get a little bit more, and the album's out. The deluxe is coming. I had no chance to rage bait because it was all sensitive. Yeah, man, I was about to. I don't think I've ever cried on the internet before. Not really, but fuck, I was close. I don't really cry in general, but like, you know, there were a couple moments. Like, oh, and Marla, my vocal coach, she's been there with me every week, like half vocal coaching and half just like telling me that it's gonna be all right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun, man. Dying that you could recall the last time you cried off the top of your head. Yeah, I think that was last year. I think that was the last time I cried. Last time, yeah, I think so. It was just like I never cry. I never. There's very few things that like bring me to that. I just feel so like I only really cry when I feel helpless, or like I don't know. I guess we're very emotional. A cry is good, but after I'm like, fuck, I'm such a pussy. You can do anything after surviving the Kill Bill cover. So he said, what is the lore behind this? Basically, honestly, I didn't even like think about that before posting it. It's not a sensitive topic. It's all right. I did this Kill Bill cover, and we were doing these covers at the time. Darren and I were like cooking these up, where I would, we would just like flip the lyrics, be like Kill Bill if it was written by a man or whatever, which is like maybe wasn't the best decision because it was I might kill my ex, not the best idea. Her new boyfriend's next. How'd I get here? And like coming from a woman, like being like, his new girlfriend's next. How'd I get here? It's like kind of like, you know, it's kind of like cheeky, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill this man. But like, you know, you flip the worlds, you reverse the worlds there, and it's like not super chill. Anyway, Twitter tore my ass to shreds about that. People did not fuck with me. Yeah, I did walk into that one. Yeah. Yeah, I learned my lesson. You never flip pronouns. Yeah. The female Hailey Bieber lore is a good one too. Everybody thought that I looked like Hailey Bieber as a man. I should have milked that more. Yeah, Kevin, I'm just messing around. Nothing wrong with crying. I just like kind of definitely was in like a men don't cry household kind of thing. Not really, but like, you know, a little bit. Are we done with IG lives? Man, this fucking streaming backpack costs $4,000 a week, so I'm gonna be using this and for all it's worth. I can definitely stream also to I think TikTok on this thing. Would I go perform at Coachella? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Everything in music is expensive. It's expensive. Well, I guess this is Twitch. Yeah, Kevin, I'm from Toronto. I'm in LA now though. Yeah, touring is expensive. Everything is expensive, man. You need money for everything, obviously. That's fucking life. Make it a tax write-off? It will be, but still. You say Toronto like you're from Toronto. Listen, Kyla, settle down. Just kidding. Ooh! Are there gonna be more music or lyric videos? Yeah, we're gonna get more stuff up. And there's a lot of obviously a lot of live content. Can I share the cost of producing one single? Yes. There's gonna be a lot of live content that we're editing all together. We also filmed writing a lot of, or some of the songs. I think we filmed writing Slow and Steady and Get Me High. So we will have that up, or clips of it. Somebody said body count, question mark? I understand I'm on Twitch, but I'm not a streamer. I'm not answering that. Cost of producing a single. So cost of producing a single. Okay, so it's different if you're signed to a major label or if you're signed to an indie label / if you're just independent. It's different producer by producer. So when I was working with Universal, as soon as a producer or anybody hears signed to Universal Music or signed to Republic, price goes up. Price doubles. So we were paying 5 or 6 years ago money. We were paying 10 to 20 grand a song. And then obviously working with basically unlimited budget. And then so now I'm on Position, which is an indie, and everybody kind of gets okay, if the entire album budget is less than 100K, so you can't be charging 10 to 20 grand a song or else the album just won't be made. So it's less than that, but so say the average song on this album cost 5K or so, and then every mix in general is it's anywhere from 800 to 1200K, or 1200K, or $800 to $1200, which is a great price for the kind of mixing that we got. The mixer that we worked with is so good, and he will be very expensive very soon. So it's yeah, 800 to 1200, say, with a point on the record or 2 points depending on the mixer, and a point is just a percentage point of the master, I think. And the master is the money the song makes, that specific recording makes the money that. So if you go then interpolate the song, if a different artist goes and interpolates the song, they pay, or not they pay, but some of the money from that song, from their new song, will go to the writers, and that's called publishing. Publishing deals with damn, I broke this shit. Publishing deals with the top line and the melodies and stuff like that, and then the master is the royalties from that specific recording. That's why Taylor Swift re-recorded all of her songs, but same lyrics and stuff, because I'm assuming she owns most of the publishing because she was writing most of it, and then they're all new masters, and she owns those new masters. Do you pay to be signed, or do they pay you? They pay you, generally. If you're paying to be signed, do not sign that deal. What song pays you the most? Definitely What If. Well, actually, it was interesting. So, What If obviously came out like right before I signed to Universal, or like that was like a deal before the Universal deal. And it was a different deal where like Kenzie and I split that song. We ran it, we like distributed it through Universal, but it wasn't part of the record deal. That was a distribution deal separate from that. So we got much more of that song than we would have if it was part of the record deal. Yeah, that song has done well for us. And now we own the master. Kenzie and I split it, which is sick. It's so crazy. So it's so crazy, like, I don't know, nothing, like, life is just crazy, like, so stoked that, that Kenzie came out, for What If in LA. That was so fun. Real blast to the past. But then you pay to release the music, or the label pays? The label pays. That's basically what the label is. Like, the label is support. The label has their marketing teams, and they pitch you to radio when it's time, and they pitch you to sync sometimes, and to brand deals, and like video games and whatever, you know, all of that sometimes. But like, it's like an interest-free loan kind of, and then you get all of the extra stuff, which is amazing. So, but for the interest-free loan and for all the extra stuff, you give away a certain percentage of the money that the songs make. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the lore. Anyway, okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end it there. This was a fun one. I'm not bored. I'm just reading chat. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for everything, and a big thank you to everybody that helped with this album. This all has been such a journey, and you know, didn't know if it was gonna make it out or not, but here we are. It's release day. All my friends are texting me. All of you guys are sending nice messages. Like, this, you know, it's so rewarding to feel like all of the work that you've put in is finally like a tangible thing for people. So, you know, all I really want to do is meet interesting people and see cool things, and then write songs about it that I like and that I like performing, and you know, share my life with you guys. And you know, I definitely am a person that is lifted up by other people's music and experience, and I know what that feels like to be struggling and to, you know, kind of put on your headphones and go to that world instead of being in the one that you're currently in. So I hope that this world that I've created for you is a nice little escape. I really, really love you guys. Fa. That's an appreciative, that's a grateful fa. Yeah. I love you. Thank you guys for everything.